Welcome back, everyone, to another segment of the MCR Mac and Me. My name's TJ, and in this segment, just kind of want to go down a few of the things that's been said by different different people, and I would be shocked if everyone hasn't heard of these people one way or another. Just little blurbs, commentary as to the outcome of this last presidential election. And the first one I'd like to start with is Jon Stewart. Okay. And he's a liberal. He wanted Kamala Harris. But on X, he posted a video, and so you'll find it on X. But I do have a partial transcript of what he said on the video. And I think some of what he said is interesting. Okay. Says, oh, and by the way, America presents the shit show, is what he says. 2016, he references the 2016 election, really felt like a gut punch in a way because it felt like such a fait accompli that Democrats would win. So it felt like an anomaly, referring to the unexpected victory over Hillary Clinton. Okay. This 2024, this feels different because it's a Democratic victory. So he's not acknowledging Trump's legitimate victory of 2016. Okay. Right. But he is saying, but he won it this time. Okay.
He won it last time too. And the time before that.
Yeah. And then he would continue. He goes, I feel like we were prepared for all scenarios. And in each one of those scenarios, it was how is Donald Trump going to finagle his way back into the White House? How is he going to use undemocratic principles? What measure of intimidation and underhanded shenanigans will this man use to worm his way back into the office? So he's actually prefacing his point here, okay? Because here comes his point. And it turned out he used our electoral system as it is designed. And in that moment, I thought, well, I'm not sure we have a team of lawyers for that. I don't know if we have a team for that. He repeated himself. A few sentences later, he says, F us, F me. I was wrong. We'll continue to be wrong. I'd love to sit back and think about the autopsy and where you move from there. But I think I still feel as though I'm in that moment of vertigo to some extent. Sounds to me like the guy's having trouble coming to terms with reality.
Well, first off, one thing I want to say about Jon Stewart, and I've been saying it for years, is Jon Stewart is a comedian. He's not a news person. I would say he's less of a political commentator than we are. So that's the first thing I'd like to put out about Stewart. But what he's ignoring and what Democrats are ignoring, and I hope they continue to ignore it because it'll only benefit the people on our side of the road, is that this election is about the will of the American people. And he's ignored. They don't see it as that. They don't understand that when we vote, we get to vote for what we want, not for what they want.
Exactly. Next on the list, James Carville, also known as the Ragin' Cajun. Okay.
Or Satan.
Yeah, you know what? More aptly put, for sure. He's blaming The View. What are they on, ABC?
They didn't help.
And by name he was calling out Sonny Hostin. He basically was attacking them for attacking what was referred to as the uneducated white women, claiming black women tried to save this country. The uneducated women she's referring to are more fittingly unindoctrinated by liberal universities. But what she really means is that they are stupid. And this is James Carville talking about The View and Sonny Hostin in particular.
Yeah, and she's a frickin' genius.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then he would continue. Hostin also attacked Latino men, saying they voted for someone that he's going to deport the majority of his community. So basically, to say Sonny Hostin is attacking the very group that don't, as if, don't you get what he's going to do to you? And again,
Well,
she's calling them stupid.
here's what she misses out. The people who voted, I trust, were mostly citizens, and what they voted for was to get these people out of their community. They don't want them there because they stood there, they took their turn in line, and now they expect others to do the same, not to cut in front of them.
Continue. She further called the election result a referendum of cultural resentment in this country. So what the raging Cajun is really kind of saying is, man, you just got these people all riled up with your nonsense. And I'm paraphrasing him, but
she awakened them with her, what Sonny Hostin. I'm going to put a word out here that you never hear, but it's the opposite of misogynist, because they love to say misogynist on that show. It's misandry. It's the hatred of men, which I believe she is that's probably what her degree is probably in that. She's Dr. Misandry.
Well, one final note on the whole Sonny Hostin issue. You know what? I've seen these before, but I didn't know what they were called. I guess Elon Musk posted a picture of them using what's referred to as grok imaging.
I'm not familiar with it.
Well, it's what you do is you take their general facial features and distort it into a monster-like appearance, and it's quite comical.
Oh, actually, just seeing them as they actually are, you mean?
Yeah. A news report that I read was Musk posted an image which he says was generated by X Twitter's A-bot, Grok. I guess Grok is the program that you use to produce these comical pictures, showing an animated of crazed demonic women sitting on the panel on a TV set. So, and it's really interesting in that you can look at these pictures and figure out who is who. Yet right. Through the AI bot, it gives them like a monstrous demonic look. Right. And I looked at that and I you know what? I found perverse comedy in it. I don't know. Yeah. Think less of me if you want to. Okay.
I couldn't think less of you.
Okay, cool. And finally, Liz Cheney. She wants unity. But
I bet
she's calling on bureaucrats to protect democracy against Trump. You know what she wants? She wants unity in opposing Trump. That's what she wants.
Right.
And that woman, she needs to be like completely unemployable.
Here's what she doesn't get, along with so many of the others we've talked about, is Oprah Winfrey, LeBron James, J-Lo, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, they don't have the influence they think they do.
Because you mentioned Taylor Swift. Elon Musk told, Taylor Swift can hit the road too.
Well, you know what? I don't know that I've ever even heard a Taylor Swift song, so I don't know if I'd like it or not, but I don't like her. I don't, I'd like to be able to watch a football game without seeing her face every 2 seconds. But at any rate, but they think their influence is so strong, and clearly it isn't. Liz who is how I answer that.
Yeah. And hardcore Democrat supporters were not happy with Kamala's affiliation with Liz Cheney and her dad, because they, common sense will tell you they're siding with the very person they called Darth Vader some years back.
Well, not just, I mean, I don't think Americans in general like backstabbers, and that's what those two are. And that's how they're perceived by, I think, people not only on the right now, but on the left.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's all I have for this. Any final comments there, my fine associate?
Like I said, so these people, like The View and John's, these people are not journalists. They're just giving their opinion, just like us.
Yep. And everyone's entitled to their opinion too.
Absolutely.
You're even entitled.
They aren't entitled to their own facts, which is where they get it wrong all the time.
I was going to say they're entitled to being wrong.
Yes, they are 100%, and they were, and that's evident.
Yep. Okay, that's a wrap. Thanks, everyone. We'll catch you in the next segment. Next segment, here's a brief shameless tease. We're going to talk about a government agency's abuse. Okay, and when I heard about this, it fired me up. Okay, So see you in the next one. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.